Forbidden donut.
Yeah! Get up!
What is up, T.O.Gs? You know, spending all that time on the KTM and getting back out here on the Fat Bob to make a couple videos. Forget about the wind noise and the extra wind that you get when you're sitting upright on a bike. It's not unbearable, and obviously I've rode this way for years and years and years, so it's not a big deal. But what I'm sure will be a difference for you guys is having all this wind noise that you're dealing with while you're watching this video. So I'm not going to apologize, obviously, because it's something that you guys are used to, that if you've watched my videos before. But we made a lot of memories on this bike. And this past weekend, my family and I made a lot of memories by heading on down to Universal Studios Hollywood. That's one of the nice things about living here in Northern California, is that you can drive a few hours and get to the mountains. You can drive a couple of hours and get to the beach. There's Monterey, there's Yosemite. I mean, there's just so much that is so close when you live here in the greater Sacramento area here in Northern California. It's just really cool. So we took a trip down to Universal Studios Hollywood, and what we really wanted to do was check out the Wizarding World there, Harry Potter land, if you will. I know that's not right. I called it the right thing the first time, and then I blew it and called it Harry Potter land. But in layman's terms, that's where it was, that's what it was. We spent a lot of our time there in Hogsmeade, and up at what was one of the coolest things I've ever seen. If you've been to Disneyland or Disney World and you're just really kind of blown away by how cool everything is, how authentic everything feels, and just the overall vibe, I would highly recommend going to Universal Studios, checking out Hogsmeade, the Wizarding World up there at Universal Studios Hollywood. I know it's in Florida as well, and I think they said in Japan. But it is just one of the coolest things, especially if you're a fan of the Harry Potter books, the Harry Potter movies. This was just one of the coolest experiences I've ever had at a theme park. You know, had we been there, because we only spent one day there, had we been there for more than a day, I think we probably could have spent half of our day. The park's open from 9 to 10. I think we probably could have spent half of our day there in the Wizarding World at Universal Studios. I took a lot of videos, so what I'm going to do now is share some of the highlights of our trip. Most of them are from the Wizarding World, so bear with me if you're not a Harry Potter fan, and if not, just enjoy some of these highlights from Universal Studios Hollywood. like I said, I cannot emphasize enough how much fun we had at Universal Studios. You know, by the end, all of us were just sore from standing in line all day and walking around the park. But the park isn't that big. You know, if you've gone to Disney and you felt like, man, you know, there's just too much to do, you've got to spend at least 3 days there if you want to do everything that you want to do and see all the shows that you want to see. You can do Universal in one day with them adding the Wizarding World to Universal. I think that you could probably spend a couple of days in the park. You know, we were hoping to ride the new Jurassic World ride, but it was not finished yet. We were really bummed because it said summer 2019, and you know, summer started a little over a week ago, and it just wasn't ready. So no Jurassic World ride. I can't have that. I don't have any video or anything to say about that. But if you added that to the trip, I think that you could probably spend, you know, a day and a half, 2 days in the park. You know, if you're one of those people like we are that likes to go back and ride the rides that were your favorite, or just spend time observing. And like I said, the Wizarding World was so cool. We could have just spent more time just being there. You know, we made the experience of going to the Three Broomsticks, which is the restaurant there, and the food was actually really good. And what was even better was the butterbeer. Now that, if you like cream soda, it was just one of the tastiest drinks that I'd ever had. We went back in the evening and got another one. They have warm butterbeer, which my wife was the only one that tried that one. She said it was really creamy. And then they had the standard one that's just cold, and then they had a frozen one which was just so good. And now that I'm talking about it, I just want to go back and get some more. But guys, I just wanted to share that experience with you guys because we had so much fun there at Universal Studios. I would highly recommend checking it out if you are, whether you live in California or not, or maybe you live closer to the one in Florida. Check it out. It is worth the price of admission. I enjoyed it so much. The experience, not just having the fun on all the rides and the fun shows, but also spending time with my family, which is always a highlight for me. You know, love my family and I love spending time with them. But anyway, guys, that's all I've got for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you have any questions regarding Universal Studios or the Wizarding World, I'd love to answer them for you because, you know, I love to talk about this kind of stuff. So if you like this video, make sure you hit that thumbs up down there, which is the like button. And if you haven't already, smash that subscribe button. Guys, if you're out there riding, be safe. And if you're not riding, get riding. I'm that one guy, and I am out.